to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we talk about taboo topics to make them normal and acceptable. I'm your host, Simona Spark, and I'm so happy that you are here. We are about to get naked by stripping away insecurities, judgments, and all kinds of limitations to reveal the essence of who we really are, Bear. Bold, authentic, radical, express. Let's go. Welcome to Bear Lifestyle. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back for those of you that have been here before, and very special welcome for those of you that landed here for the first time. Let's start with celebrations. I'm celebrating myself, I'm celebrating you, and everyone who listens and watches to this episode. Cheers, cheers. Today I'm celebrating with sparkly water, blood orange. She's born and raised in Transylvania. What can we do? All right, so this episode is going to be short but important. I want to have a conversation about safety in a dating space. I know you might say, I'm an adult. I don't need somebody to tell me how to stay safe. But listen, we grow up, we know how to take care of ourselves, but also predators are getting more and more sophisticated. So I'd like to share with you a few things that I consider when I'm going on a date. First thing, the location. I usually tend to have a first meetup date in my neighborhood. I want to be close to home, if possible, even walking distance. I will not reveal my address, of course. And I usually pick up the same spots. That could be a coffee shop or could be a restaurant, right? So now, regardless if those locations are in your neighborhood or somewhere else, what I like to do, well, first of all, I'm someone that I always engage with the staff and I ask about their names and I try to build a rapport with those that serve me, regardless if it's a restaurant or a coffee shop. But if I go there over and over again, now I'm a loyal customer and I make it very clear that I'm here on a date. I go even to the point that we sit down and I ask the waiters, like, what is your name? And then I say my name is, and this is John, my date. So if he misbehave, feel free to kick him out or whatever the line might be. What I'm doing, that not only that this is who I am and it's how I interact with people, but I'm also want to let this man that I just met, still a stranger, right, that I'm a regular customer in this facility and that staff knows me. So he won't try anything shady, right? Now, they do say make sure that you have your own transportation. I will highly recommend to don't drive your own car if possible. So even if you drive your car to the location, you could park the car somewhere else and then walk or just get an Uber for the last mile or so. Because you don't know if this man that you meet is a stalker. So they could find your identity, your address, and so many other things just by running your registration plates of your car. So pick up the location of the restaurant. Make sure that the staff know that you're here on a date and you just met this person. Let your date know that you are regular and the staff knows you. And then protect your identity as much as you can. Keep your car parked around the corner so this person won't have access to the registration plate or walk or Uber to the location where you meet up. Before you even get on the date, chances are that you're on some dating app, and usually it started with texting back and forth, and then the people ask for your phone number so you could move it into private channels. All that is good and all that is normal. Now, I personally don't want to give my personal phone number to anybody. So again, depends of your level of comfort. I personally got a voice Google number. It's free. You could just select the state or even the area code that you want a number. It's associated with your phone number and is allowing you to text and call with anybody under that number. Now you cannot do video calls, so if that's something that you like to do, as I like to do, I will recommend Telegram, because you could open a Telegram account where you could hide your email, your name, your real phone number. Same goes for Snapchat app. So point being, think about all the information about yourself that could reveal your full identity. Where do you live, where do you work, and such. So that could be, again, registration plates of your car, your phone number that is registered in your name on your address or in your or attached to your company if it's a business phone number, and very important here, the pictures that we are posting on dating profile. And this one, I'm embarrassed to say, but this is new to me. Because I always make my profile transparent and direct and let them know who I am and what I'm doing and such. But I did stumble over some like very creepy conversation where people actually, with all the technology that we have now with face recognition, they will put my pictures in a search browser and pull out all the information. So even though I have a whatever nickname for my dating profile, this person addressed to me with my full name. They know when I was born. They talk about my book, and it was not cute. I was very uncomfortable. So I think about those things and take all the measures possible to protect, I want to say, your identity. I mean, it's only so much that we could protect, because we also want to show up authentic and real and transparent. But protect your address and your office location, your work location, right? Just in case these wonderful people that we are so attractive to that might just not have the best intentions. So now another thing that just happened this morning, actually, I was texting with a gentleman, and he was very sweet and attentive and say all the right things. I mean, I hate the expression when it's too good to be true. Probably is not, but it's exactly what happened, because we are communicating on the website, and then of course next step, let's change phone number. So I give him my Google Voice number, and from there, it doesn't matter what I ask, like sitting in a space of like, I want to get to know you, kind of flirty or not. He was insisting on his job in the financial field and his expertise in investing, and was very much focusing on investing and money and cryptocurrency and whatnot. So obviously he just asked for my phone number, not to date, but most likely to ask for money or to propose to me some amazing getting rich overnight investment or whatnot. I don't know. I don't care. I smell it, and I just close the conversation. I block the number, and that's it. And I was right, because by the time I went back to the website, because I really want to report it, as a scam, and it's just a predator or whatever his intentions were, he was already gone. So he already blocked me, so I cannot find him. So pay attention to those. I will say, maybe we need to stay on a website conversation for as long as we can. Most of the platforms offer phone and video call, so we could conduct those conversations there just to ensure that these are the people that they are who they say, and of course to see if there is a genuine connection to take this conversation to the next step, to the next level. Now, these are the days that we are doing during the daytime. So the point being, protect your identity and always make sure that somebody else knows where you are, who you are with, and also let the person that you are with, that there is people that know about where you are and who you are with. So regardless if this is the staff of the facility where you will meet or you are telling a friend, right? I have circumstances like I went for dinner, for example, and I just let my date know that my friend has his name and phone number, knows exactly what I'm at, and I need to check in like every hour or so. And if I don't, she'll call the police. So some people, might freak out, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care how amazing that man is. If it has anything to say against you setting boundaries and taking whatever layers you need of protection so you could feel safe, then that's not your date, and just get up and leave. That's all I could say to that. We are not sitting there to convince anyone why do we need to protect ourselves, what do we need to text a girlfriend to let her know that we are okay, and why do we set all these things in place in case nobody hears from me, they will alert the police. We don't need to explain ourselves. We have way too many evidences of abuse, of harassment, and yes, it's our job to protect ourselves, so let's just do it, right? So now, another space where I want to drag attention to setting the safety in place is when a wonderful gentleman might surprise you with a hot date at some fancy hotel. Again, see what feels right to you, right? I will let my girlfriend know where I'm at, what's his name, what's his phone number. I will let my date know that I need to check in with my friend every hour or so. Otherwise, she's gonna call the reception to alert that she didn't hear from me or call the police. If I go to hotel room, first thing I do, I take a picture of the room number and I send it to my friend. So that goes there. And I let my date know that this is what's happening. That could also apply if you invite somebody over to your house and you live by yourself, or if you go over to his place. Now, if you're someone like me that sees the world very, very small, and I did date in a different town or different state or different country, right? Besides all the layers of protection, I will not take a step without having a copy of this person identification document. Could be identification card, driver's license, passport, anything. And I'll tell you this, because I have this situation happening. As soon as I ask for a copy of that and they say no, I complete the conversation. When I ask for a copy of the document and talk about the safety and all the things that I will put in place, and they are like, whatever you need, tell me what you need, I'm still staying in a conversation. Again, a real gentleman, a real human will not contest to the fact that you are setting things in place to feel safe and to advocate for your safety. If anything, I will highly, highly recommend to talk about those on the first conversation and before even going on a date, right? To just be very clear. Something like, just so you know, I will give your name and your phone number to my friend. She will know exactly where we are, and I will have to check with her. It's between me and her to decide how often, in order to let her know that I'm okay. And if I'm not, she'll call the police. And then just pause, say nothing. And let him tell you, this is okay, perfect. I'm glad that you take safety measure for yourself and you protect yourself. Or it might just say like, this is weird.